Howdy folks, today we have another kit for you. This one is from Trumpeter, 172 scale, Be-6, Madge or Madge, however you want to pronounce it. To my understanding, trying to do a little bit of research, I can't find much on this, but what I can find is what I gather. The Russians built this as a torpedo slash bomber seaplane. I'm not sure what the year was. I think it's 50s and 60s. I like seaplanes. I think they're cool looking aircraft because not only you can land on the land, you can land on the sea, so I think it's pretty cool. So it's a pretty good kit. This is the only one I can find in Trumpeter. This is brand new tooled. Like I say, this is brand new tooled in 2015. It's the only one that Trumpeter do. There's no any ones after this, so this is the only one that they do. I believe Beriev do one similar. So this is the Trumpeter version. You get a Russian markings, which is in the green, or you can do one from Korea, which is in blue. I like them both, but when I come to build this, I'll probably be doing the green one, the Russian one. Kit number 01646. Let's take a look what we get in the box. There's a top opening box, like most kits. You get your worksheet, your colours, some basic decals. This striper goes along the waterline. I'll probably paint that on. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues, your clear, and some advertisements. So we'll take a closer look at this now. So here's your worksheet from the Be-6. A little bit of warnings. You've got your sprue map of everything is in the kit. First section is working on cockpit area, and the tyre section of the aircraft is like radio operators area, and probably what's the other one? The one that does the navigation and stuff. You've got kind of a gunner's area. There's a lot of fine detail parts. You're not hardly going to see any of this once it's all buttoned up, unfortunately. The colours they call out for the framing is aircraft grey, and the floor is like they're calling out for black. I've tried to find any images on the real aircraft inside, so I can't say how true that is, so I'm going to have to go with it. And then you're working on more bulkheads and stuff. It'd probably be the aircraft grey. The radio equipment would be black and detailed up again, but I'll say you won't. Once the sides are sandwiched together, you're not going to see any of this. So how much detail you want to put into this is entirely up to you. It goes down to the cockpit. You'll probably see the cockpit a little bit more than you will see the rest of the airplane stuff. But as I say, it's entirely up to you how well you want to do that. Remember, it's 172 scale, so it's going to be small. The details is not going to be as good as 148 or whatever. I doubt it you're going to find this in 148. If you did, it'd be a big plane. Even in 172 scale, it's a big plane already. So sandwiching the wings together, basic engines. There is no actual engine because it'd be cased inside the engine housing, so you've just got this weird piece at the front. So it's very simple. I think the propeller is like a black colour or dark grey. They are calling out in the colours chart for H23 from Mr. Hobby Colours. Flat black for the propellers. So exhaust system, I'll probably paint them and weather them up and then glue them on. And then doing the other side, so left and right on the wings, pretty much the same. And you're working on the back wings and rudder and flaps and ailerons. It's a bit like a Lancaster, where you've got the two wings at the back. And then the basic inside fuselage, all the little clear glass going in. It doesn't say what colour the actual inside of the aircraft is. Again, I imagine it'd be the aircraft grey colour. So that's what I will do. Just before you sandwich them together, don't forget to put in your guns at the top, the gun turret. As I say, you ain't going to see any of this part hardly because the windows are so small. You probably see this little bit here, which is the cockpit section. Having the wheels on, if it's on land, once it goes into the water, they detach the wheels, and it obviously becomes a float plane. So and plus when it's in flight as well, the wheels are not on. They don't have the wheels when they're flying, and obviously it can't land on land. It can take off the land, but when it comes to land, it's going to have to land on water, and then they detach the wheels and then they can roll it onto land again. It's a weird way they've done it. I did watch the video. It was obviously in Russian. I couldn't understand what they were saying, but I could gather just by watching the video. So as I say, I'm going to detach the wheels. I'm not going to have the wheels on at all because I'm going to have it flying. Obviously most of my airplanes hang off the ceiling and stuff. And then it comes to your armaments. You can carry torpedoes. These things here, I think are like depth charges or something, and these sections are like rocket pods. Entirely up to you if you want to put them on or not. Again, it doesn't tell you any colours of what the torpedo is. Depth charges or bombs or whatever they are. The rocket pods would probably be the same as the underside. I don't know if the torpedoes would be the same colour as the underside, but according to the colour chart it is. But again, I have tried to find references and I can't find anything. So I might not even bother putting any weapons on at all, even though it was designed to carry weapons, but I might just have it all nice and clean and without any armaments on it. I don't know. Here's your colour call out, the green one from Russia. It's funny how Mr. Hobby has all the colours in range. If you don't use Mr. Hobby, you got some others from Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya and Humbrol. So the Russian is green with a light blue bottom with a Legion edge. Is black. Or you can do one from Korea, which is a midnight blue or dark blue with the light blue bottom. I do like them both, but I'm going to do the green one. I think this looks a little bit better than the blue, in my opinion. So there's the blue one. Decals are very basic. They tape those. Again, nicely printed on the glossy side. Carrier film's a little bit large around the numbers, but quite a few sachets of Michael Soul set and stuff should sort that out and get rid of that. The instrument panel comes with a decal. As I say, you probably won't even see that at all. And you got the Russian and Korean markings. And as I say, this waterline stripe, I'm going to paint that on. So okay, here we have the wings for the back of the aircraft, back wings and flaps and ailerons and flaps. Again, this is nicely detailed. These are moulded as one piece. These are moulded as one piece. Detail's pretty good. This sprue here is your pontoons and some of the weapons. Again, the details just as crisp. Here's your hard points for your weapons. Here's the torpedoes. Again, tried to find references on this on what colour they are, but nothing. I think it's the same as the lower half. I think these are bombs or depth charges. This sprue here, quite large. All fine detail parts is all your internals, and then your main deck of the aircraft. So the gunner at the back, radio operators area, equipment, radios going in, navigation. So here's all the detail parts. Landing gear, I'm not going to have this on. Some of the wheels molded as one piece, the little ones are. The back of the landing gear, I'm not having it on. Landing gear piece, and again, not using. The wheels I'm not using because I'm going to have it in float mode or flight and stuff, so the wheels will not be attached. Detail parts are pretty cool, but how much you see of this is your guess as good as mine until you put it together. It is a shame you do all that work and you don't see any of it. This is the upper wing, lower wing surfaces. Nice detail, crisp, clean. Here's your engine housings. Obviously there's no engine, it's hidden behind that. One of the propellers, crisp, clean, no flash, no burring. I wish they wouldn't attach it to there, but there's probably nowhere else they could attach it to, so it's going to take a little bit of a clean up. This sprue here is your upper wing surfaces. Again, details the same as it is on the lower ones. Propeller is nice and crisp and clean again. I'm not sure what these are, but I think this is part of the exhaust system as well. If it is, you may want to drill the ends out because there's no, it's not hollowed. Here's your main sprue of the float plane lower half. Again, it's a large piece for 172 scale. This would be massive if it was in 148 or whatever other scale, which I doubt it there is one. Again, detail is really good and crisp and clean. Say this is one of the hatches, doors. Bulkheads, internal parts, one of the machine guns, instrument panel, more bulkheads. I just imagine it's internal grey or aircraft grey they're calling that for, one of the machine guns. Here's your clear. I do like this from Trumpeter. They do take care of the clear parts by wrapping it in foam and stuff. Inside this one here is one of the chin pieces, I think. I think that's the front of the aircraft, if I'm not mistaken. what we have in this one, we have this is the rear gunner's cockpit glass area, not cockpit but the rear gunner's glass. And this sprue contains all your lights, windows and your cockpit glass. Again, the smoke areas is where the paint's going to go, and then the bits are clear is what you're going to see inside the cockpit. So again, how much of the cockpit you're going to see is very little. So again, I would say I'll clear the glasses, but it's going to be somewhat clear but not perfect because it's how small it is. Actually it's pretty good, the clear parts. It gets distorted as the further you go away, but you're probably about this close from inside, so you'd probably be pretty good for seeing some of the stuff inside the airplane. So there you go, guys. Yeah, 172 scale B-6 Madge seaplane from Trumpeter. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.